Good afternoon. My name is Brianna. I'm going to be meeting and talking to you today and getting to know you. What can I call you?
Lindsay.
Lindsay, so
Mhm.
that's what you'd like to be called?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, Miss Lindsay, the first thing that I want to cover is we've done a little introduction here, but I wanted to go over our rules and just standards for what when we meet together. There are confidentiality things to speak about. Any information that you tell me, it stays between us.
Okay.
But if you ever talk about wanting to hurt somebody else, yourself, or somebody vulnerable, like a kid or an elderly person, that is something that I have to report only because I'm just mandated to do so. It's one of those rules that I got to follow. Okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Do you have any problems with that or anything you
No.
want to say?
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, just I want to go over our agenda here today. We went through introductions, went through confidentiality. Then we're going to go into what you expect from me and what I expect from you in this relationship and moving forward. Then we are going to do what I call a mood check, which just pinpoints where you are today, what you're feeling today. From there, go through why you're here, what I can do for you, setting some goals about what we can do by the end of all of this versus what we can do by the end of the day. I'm going to explain a little bit about what I'm doing as far as what tools I'm using and what um, our conversations are structured like. Then I'm going to summarize everything, assign some takeaway tasks, and get some feedback from you. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we talked about expectations. Have you ever been in therapy before? No. So what do you expect from today then, of coming into therapy for your first time? What?
I don't know, just to kind of maybe feel better about what's been going on, to try to figure out like if I'm making the right decision or not making the right decision. I'm just confused, and I don't want to be confused anymore. If that makes sense.
Oh, it does,
Okay.
absolutely. Well, my role as a therapist is to help guide you. It's not to answer your questions, it's not to um, give you the answers that you want, or I'm not going to be the all knower and be able to give you all of the answers. Like I said, we're going to reach that together, and I'm just going to be your guide, hopefully.
Okay.
So, with that being said, as a guide, I need to know where we're starting from.
Mhm.
So, what is the issue that we're having today?
Well, I've been dating this guy for about 4 years, and I've always trusted him. But first, like this message popped up on his phone, and it said, "Hey, babe," and I was like, "Who's calling you, babe? I'm supposed to call you, babe." And like I didn't ask him about it, so I don't know, like if it was the wrong number or if it was like if he's cheating on me or like what's going on. So I just need to figure out like where I'm going from that this point and what I should do. Like I don't know. It's really confusing. Like I want to confront him about it, but then I don't like to argue, so I'm non-confrontational. So I don't want to argue with him about it. I don't want to be nosy and go through his phone. Like I don't know if that's making sense or
It
not,
is
but
absolutely.
I guess I'm scared. Like if it is real, that I'm gonna lose this relationship, or if I jump to conclusions, I'm gonna lose trust, and we're gonna argue, and he's not gonna trust me, and like there's so much going through.
So, is there one mood or one emotion that you're feeling more so than anything else? If you could identify one, what would that be?
Hurt.
Hurt. Okay, absolutely. And I understand that just based on everything that you're saying, from going through or finding a text message on his phone to feeling scared to feeling all those emotions you described, uncertain about the future, and then not knowing how to address it is what I got from what you're telling me. Walking in here and sitting down in front of me and how you're feeling in this moment, from 0 being no hurt to 10 being the worst hurt you've ever felt, where would you rate yourself?
Right now, probably a 7.
A 7? Yeah. So you're feeling pretty hurt right now. Okay. Alrighty. So by the end of this interaction between the two of us, no matter how long that takes or how many sessions we have together. What would you like to see? What kind of change would you like to see in yourself or in the situation?
I think I want to be able to learn how to communicate my hurt, or my emotions, period, to that situation. So I'm hoping that it was an error, and that it wasn't a text message to him. But I want to be able to learn to communicate that to him, like, hey, I just happened to see this on your phone, and what is that?
Okay.
In a non-confrontational.
Absolutely. So, a long term goal that I heard out of that was being able to just verbalize and explain how you're feeling about anything.
Right.
A short term goal may be right now being able to bring it up to your boyfriend about that text message. So, that I think is something that we can absolutely accomplish together. How we're going to do that is during our sessions, I'm going to be using a thing called cognitive behavioral therapy, which is an acronym is CBT. That therapy looks at how you're feeling, how you're thinking, and how that may or may not affect your actions, and about what we can do together and what kind of changes could help or hurt you in the future. Identifying some kind of coping strategies that you can use, so you could walk out of this office and be able to do this all on your own and not need me there. Okay. So what we've went through, we've done intros, we've talked about expectations, we've talked a little about what's going on right now, we talked about what we're going to be doing in the future, including goals and how we're going to get to those goals. Now I'm going to give you a couple takeaway tasks, because every time we meet, I do want to give you some things that you're going to work on while we're not together, because I can't be there all the time. So between now and our next session, or early next week, I want you to write out or come up with a couple ways that you think would be best to bring it up to your boyfriend that you found those text messages, how you're going to do that, or how you think would be best. And keep
like, should I just get like a notebook?
That's fine. Yeah, absolutely. A journal would, if you feel like that would be best, or if you don't want to write it on your phone, on your tablet, whatever you want to do, that you feel is safe and confidential, where maybe he won't find it if that's what you're worried about right now. Keep a running list of what you think you can do and how you can change that. Alrighty, so that's our takeaway task.
Okay, I can do that.
Last thing is I'm going to get some feedback from you. So, was there anything that you thought during this session that I could do better to serve you? Because that is my number one goal.
I think it was actually fantastic from our first session. I felt very comfortable.
Wonderful.
So I feel like the next couple of sessions, I feel like we'll be making more progress as far as me learning how to communicate in my way and using your takeaways and stuff. I think that'll really help me a lot too.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Lindsay. I look forward to seeing you next time, and wish you all the best during this week.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.